At times, the world may seem an unfriendly and sinister place, but believe that there is much more good in it than bad. All you have to do is look hard enough, and what might seem to be a series of unfortunate events may in fact be the first steps of a journey. Lemony Snicket. Good afternoon, Mr. Chancellor, President Hamdalopper, members of Convocation, family and friends, fluffy pets, non-fluffy pets, and the resilient engineering class of 2021. We made it. I'm extremely honored to be sitting behind the desk in my frantically cleaned room as of 10 minutes ago to commemorate the amazing memories and accomplishments experienced by the entire faculty both in person and virtually. Before we begin, I just want to say, look at us. Who would have thought? From being those stay-at-home babies eating all the food and paying rent solely with our cuteness, we've grown and introduced ourselves to so many concepts and lessons that, believe it or not, are still applicable until this very day. I guess one could say we started from the bottom, now we're here. Now, sure, physically the whole team isn't here, but nonetheless, this moment is undoubtedly ours. There were many hardships during this past year, especially when it comes to how we finished our final year. We didn't get to walk across the stage. We got our iron rings online. When the university said ideas start here, I didn't think it'd be in the comfort of my own house. But let's not let that take away from this special day. Today's the day that we realize that our plans came to fruition. It's crazy to think how much we have accomplished throughout our university careers, and I'm not just talking about academically. Sure, we can use some fancy equations here and there, but have you ever thought about how we've mastered the art of sleeping? Those endless nights literally taught us that we can sleep face down on a table, back bent over like a shrimp, and still have the audacity to look at someone in the eyes and tell them that was the best nap we've ever had. We've also mastered the art of procrastination. We've all done it at some point. I don't know about you, but whoever suggested I remove all distractions from my vicinity was bold to assume I wouldn't stare at the wall for 3 hours. Looking back at everything we've accomplished these past few years, though, allows us to really appreciate both our lowest moments and moments where we felt invincible. We definitely couldn't have done this alone, though. Let's take a moment to recognize all of our peers and mentors who have helped us along the way. From the moment we flooded the BMH Green with a sea of yellow hard hats, we began to flourish as an individual. From the new faces to the new environment, it was left up to us to navigate ourselves and find a place of belonging. Whether it was through joining our student teams, societies, associations, the University of Waterloo has encompassed a realm of individuality that allowed us to be unapologetically ourselves. The University of Waterloo taught me that I can like my coffee the way I like my woman. I don't like coffee. The University of Waterloo has provided us with a home for the last few years where the people we met had a purpose and shaped us to be who we are today. Whether it was directly or indirectly, there were many people who had an impact on my individual growth, especially those who couldn't be here with us today. Professor Igor Ivkevich, an amazing educator and an inspiration to many, always strived for the success of his students through his immeasurable dedication for the development of future engineers. Former Dean Pearl Sullivan, a powerhouse who paved the way for many. She was the first woman to fill the position as the Dean of Engineering at the University of Waterloo, and if that alone isn't something so empowering and inspiring to the entire engineering community, I don't know what is. If there was something they both had in common, it was their natural affinity with students and their authenticity and kindness that went a long way. From them both, we learned to push our boundaries no matter what limitations or barriers we may face. From what I've seen from my graduating class alone, the passion, the perseverance, the aspirations, we all carry that same inner fire and drive for success, which makes it very exciting to see what the future holds. So what does the future hold for us? Well, that's for us to decide. We've carved our own paths, guiding ourselves through every downfall and every mishap, but now all we have to do is define our ambitions and keep leading the way. Only being at our age, we've experienced a lot. A whole pandemic, actually. The global climate change events, powerful and ongoing human rights movements. These are all things that invigorate and motivate us to do what we do best, to create a blueprint for a brighter tomorrow. We've learned how we can thrive and surpass these moments of weakness and how we can make not only ourselves, but the community around us stronger. Whether it's through the tech community, the biomedical industry, through every circuit, chemical reaction, and every environmental impact. From every piece of machinery to the things we can't see to the naked eye. From the businesses we run to the buildings we build. All of us, as future engineers, were equipped with the knowledge to face these ongoing issues, confidently knowing that the University of Waterloo has set us up to succeed. There was definitely no predicting what we're currently experiencing, but that's the thing. The world is a never-ending spinning ball of uncertainty that we were destined to make a little less dizzying. As Mr. Lemony Snicket told us before, this is the first step of our journey. As future engineers, we constantly evolve the uses of our resources. For example, technology has made so many advances in today's society, especially due to COVID-19. Technology became our best friend. Honestly, the amount of pointless conversations I've had with my Amazon smart speaker is embarrassingly more than it should be. But with that though, I'm going to take full advantage of it. And so I present to you one final poem written by someone so eloquent and wise with their words. A poem by me. Congratulations, students, the time has arrived, where the least of our problems will be an equation to derive. Exuberance indeed will come as no surprise. Since we're done school, you can say we're the epitome of no thoughts, just vibes. Well, I guess I'm done, and that's a wrap. We finally did it. No gown, no cap. Now, I would have loved to do this in person. I really, really do. But Alexa, water, water, water.
Blue, blue, blue.
Congratulations, engineering class of 2021.